Time not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Shazier not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The slot man in motion right. Now Johnson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So here's the kicker, Caleb Sturgis, on to try the field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return will stop right around the 25.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll set up a throw. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Shazier in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Looking for a scene, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Always got some breathing room. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. To Johnson again. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run it in. Johnson, no gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
All right, here we go.
Mahomes now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. David Johnson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Back to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Looking to throw. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be first down Rams. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Slot man moves right. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Beckham, the return. Pretty move. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
yards to go here on second down. He'll look to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 45 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Defense showing blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. The play clock's running down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just... Continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here's Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Second down, 9 yards to go. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Redskins on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Time running out here on the play clock. On third down, Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
They'll set up the throw. Throwing a slant pattern here, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Play clock winding down. They run again with Hunt. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The Redskins on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. A toss play to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on because right now he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.